Man, good afternoon, Knicks Nation. Blessings upon you and your families. I hope you're enjoying your weekend and that you're safe and that your family is enjoying their weekend and that they're safe and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that actually work in the healthcare field, along with people who are first responders who every day are out here trying their best to save lives. Those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that get off on these things. Finally, double blessings on the homeless as we sit here, nearly 600,000 men, women, children, families, veterans, senior citizens, homeless, United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Greetings, Malik Shabazz, Justin Phillips, Luke, Tony Tibbins, Superstar, Carlos Delgado, Manny, Kevin Simmons, SB, Jim Adino, Russie Whiskey, Senior Beef, my brother, Kareem Grant, Silk Sutton, my man, my brother, Diamond Holdings, my brother, Stephen Kelly, Flizzy Flex, NYC 718 representing Dakota Strange, Adriel Abraham, my brother, what's up? Prezi the Boss, Jim Dobson, my brother, David L. Byer, Coach Hauser, Big Screen TV, James McClain, G. Bostino, John from Atlanta, Sam, Miss Nancy Stevenson, Jabroni Z, Pandemonium Films, Deshaun Wilson. Good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you all for being here early. Wow. You know what? Miguel P, what's up? Russell AC. It's a big day today. It's a big day today. But first, let's cut through the BS, shall we? Brother Lonnie, what's up? NYC. Brother Lonnie, what's up? Sam Freud, how y'all doing? Fred, I'm seeing more. Freddie Air All, what's up? Steve, JL, my man Glenn Costin, good day to you. Ace of Spade, Kaplow, Jet for Life, True Story 163. Okay, first, let me start Knicks Nation, if you don't mind, by cutting out the BS, okay? See, let me try to help you all out. Let me try to help you all out. So let's take a look here. Look at the situation, Knicks Nation. Let's cut through the BS. I'm going to start off with the Randle Deuce trade rumors. Let's start off with that, okay? Let's start off with the Randle Deuce trade rumors. Okay. Number one. The Knicks finished this past season with a record of 50-32. The first 50-win season they have had in almost 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. They did this with 3 of their rotation pieces missing for a large part of the year. Okay? So let's say that again now. So the Knicks had a 50-32 record, second in the Eastern Conference. And they did this with 3 of the 9 rotation players out for most of the year. Did y'all hear that? The Knicks, with 3 of the 9 rotation players out for the year, was 1 game from playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. 1 game. Okay? All right? So we all understand. These are facts. I'm not giving y'all any speculation at this point. So the Knicks finished second in the East. They were missing Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, right? They're missing Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and OG Anunoby. And they did this with 6 rotation players and then bench players that came in after. Mostly after the trade deadline, like Bodega 44 and Alec Burks, after the trade deadline. Okay? So, you understand that they were one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay. They have since re-signed OG Anunoby, who's healthy, and they have traded and gotten Mikal Bridges. Now, wait. There are some people. Now, look at this. Let's take the Knicks name out of it. Let's say it's an NBA team. An NBA team finishes second in their conference, missing 3 rotation players. Now they're going to get all those rotation players back healthy, and they are one game away with all of their rotation players either in their prime or not even reached their prime yet. Okay? And people are suggesting that this team lose 2 rotation players because they want to trade them away. I don't give a crap what the reason is, but they're saying we should trade away 2 of our rotation players from a team that was one game from the Eastern Conference Finals. Let me ask you a question. Does that make any sense? Does that make any common sense at all to you? Do you trade away 2 of your rotation players when you are one game from the Eastern Conference Finals? Do you do that? Does that make any sense to you? Yet that is what people were trying to push. Either Randle might be traded because he's not going to sign the $181 million. Number one, let me ask you a question. Let's say Randle did or did not sign an extension this summer. Does that affect the coming season? Is not Randle under contract for this season? So why would anybody be talking about trading him? It makes no sense at all. Like zero. Why would anybody even bring that up? I'm seeing so much clickbait on this. I was like, and people buying into it. And I was like, wait, are you kidding me? 2-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Star, and you're telling me the Knicks would trade him? See, there's some idiots, and I'm not going to complain. There's some idiots on platforms. And there are further crackhead idiots in Knicks Nation that push this crap and believe it. And the reason is, and this is the same with Deuce and Randle, there's haters that can't get out their own way and call themselves Knicks fans. There's haters that can't get out their own way and call themselves Knicks fans. Now let's talk about Deuce. Tom Thibodeau, as spoken by Ian Begley, as well as the unreliable Mark Berman, but let's just say Ian Begley. Tom Thibodeau pushed for the Knicks to draft Deuce McBride. Okay? He pushed for the Knicks to draft Deuce McBride. All right? He trains this kid for 3 seasons. Until now, Deuce comes in this year. And I don't know, people that say we need bench scoring, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We didn't even have a bench for half the season because Deuce had to start. Hart had to start. That's your bench. Deuce had to start. Hart had to start. Hartenstein was on the bench. He had to start. So how is it you're talking about the bench when we didn't even have a bench? Where's the bench? You know what the bench was? It was Bodega and Burks. That was your bench. You didn't have a bench. So now you got Deuce starting. He comes in. I don't know. People must have forgot the couple of times when he put, who was that on the Cleveland Cavaliers was on their behind when Deuce did the one-hand cross on? Yep. Y'all remember that? See, in Knicks Nation, you forget what happened this past season, and you can't look far enough into the future to understand. It's really sad. Yeah. Mobley, they had that seat on his behind because Deuce crossed him. Oh, but Deuce don't got no handle, though. He ain't got no handle, though. Right? He ain't got no handle. And then wait. Then somebody, I forgot, I think it was some cat on Dallas, I want to say. They got the chalk out because Deuce flushed it on him. Y'all remember that? Deuce flushed it on him. Max Kleber. Yeah, they got the chalk out because Deuce bodied him. That boy bagged up. And people talk about, and now Deuce, they brought in Alec Burks, and everybody was like, well, Deuce is going to lose his minutes. He's the odd man out. Alec Burks sat on the bench. And the only reason he played because they had so many injuries, they had to play him. Okay? So you're talking about trading 2 rotational pieces. See, this is the thing. Ian Begley brings up 3 scenarios. He said, in order for the Knicks to avoid the second apron and get under the first apron, they could trade Deuce because of $4.7 million contract. They could sign and trade either Precious Achiuwa or Alec Burks. Right? That's what he said. And as soon as he said that, I got people coming, oh, they may trade Deuce. I was like, will y'all please? Come on, man. So he breaks out every scenario. And if you look at those three, look at these three scenarios. So you could trade Deuce. You can sign and trade Burks, who just changed agents from CAA, by the way, to Clutch. Or you could sign and trade Precious. So those are your three options. And you're telling me, some of these idiots believe, of those three, the best option is to trade Deuce, a rotation guy. So let's just get this BS out the way. Randle ain't going nowhere, and Deuce ain't going nowhere. And you know what? The Knicks are going to be fine. Okay? Now, let's deal with some other BS. I'm going to work my way up to Hartenstein because that's the big one for today, and y'all know that. But let's go through the rookies for a second. Okay? Let's go through the rookies. On a scale of 1 to 10. All right, you ready? I want y'all to make sure. On your scale of 1 to 10, 1 being they're surefire NBA rotation players, 10 being they're not even going to be in the league. Okay? Y'all got me? So 1 being the number 1 being they surefire. No, I'm sorry. Let me put it 10. Let me make it easy. 10 being they surefire rotation players, 1 being they're not going to be in the league, right? So if they're a dime, you know, like who is it? Big L, you say, if they're a dime, you know, she fine, right? So if they're a dime, she fine. If they're 1, they out, right? Right? If they're a dime, she fine. If they're 1, they out. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being their surefire rotation players, and 1 being they're not going to be in the league, let me tell you. So we got Kolek, McCullough, and what's the other cat's name? Hoko something? Hoko, whatever his name is from he from Europe, but he playing in Australia. Hukor, something that's like that, right? Let me just, what's his name? Let me get it. Let me get the boy's name right. Hukor. Someone y'all help me out. Hukerlu or whatever his name is. Hukporty, right? Hukporty, right? Pacone, Pacone. Let me add Pacone to this. Pacone, right? Pacone, your daddy. Let me add Pacone, your daddy. Daddy A. Pacone, Daddy A, right? Okay, look. Let me break this down one at a time for y'all. Okay, all right, y'all ready? First, let's start for Pacone, your daddy. He's an NBA player. He's just not an NBA player today. He's 18. Okay. He's an NBA player. I saw he's not ready right now, but in 2 years, he'll be ready. Now, let me just make sure y'all understand something. If you have any idea of who Tom Thibodeau is, if you have any idea, and you all should if you're Knicks fans, because he's been here 4 years, but if you go back to Chicago, Minnesota, let me just make sure y'all understand something. He's not even going to act, he's going to act like he don't even know this boy for 2 years. Did you hear what I said? He gonna act like he don't even know this boy for 2 years. Do you understand what I said? Thank you, Mike K45. You notice how many trades that Don OKC make on draft night? He won't let Hartcat go to them. No, we'll talk about that in a second. He won't let iHeart go to them. I bet they signed a trade Precious to OKC. We'll see what happens. Ain't gonna be no wink wink because the Knicks are being watched by the league very closely. So ain't gonna be no wink wink. You can forget that. But we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, Almighty Finesse is looking for a short stint. I can tell you right now, let me see. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. You're looking for a short stint. The man just got into the subway. He paid his fee and got into the subway. Right? He went and put his token in the machine. He comes through the gate, and immediately the poor guy jumps right off the side of the platform and running, not walking, not even threatening, running to the third rail. Not even threatening, just running to the third rail, right off the bat. So for now, we're going to call him and see if he wants to come back up on the platform before he actually gets real dumb and touches the third rail. So back to what we were talking. So Pacone, Daddy, whatever his name is, he's an NBA player. He's just not ready today. And if you know Tom Thibodeau, he is not going to act like this boy even exists for 2 years. Do y'all realize that? And some say, well, what if he goes off in the G League? Look. Y'all remember Deuce McBride was averaging 29 and 10 in the G League? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember Deuce McBride was averaging 29 and 10 in the G League? Do y'all remember that? In the G League. And you know, he would come and get 30 in a G League game and come back and get a DNP. That was in his second year. That wasn't even first year. That was his second year. Okay. So I don't know why people think that this 18-year-old kid is actually, just because he said, I want to be here this year. Well, of course, he's 18. What do you think he's going to say? I need to go back to Europe for 2 years? He's not going to say that. But he's not going to play. He's not going to play. For 2 years, he's not going to play. Okay? So that's Pacone. Pacone's an NBA player, 6'9", love his size, love his ability. I really believe in 2 years, he's going to be an NBA player, but not right now. Okay? That's him. So I give him an 8. I give him an 8 out of 10. Pacone. He's 8 out of 10. Okay? Kolek. Some of y'all need to stop looking at highlights and look at the game. Let me ask you all a question. Did you know who was initiating the offense at Marquette this year? Testing 1, 2, 3. Tell me the name of the player, and it wasn't Kolek, that was initiating the offense for Marquette this year. Who was the guy that had the ball in his hand to get the offense flowing at Marquette? It was Oso Ighodaro. It was not Kolek. He was off the ball. It was Oso Ighodaro who initiated the offense. The offense ran through him. He was playing almost like Ben Simmons style game. Like he wasn't shooting. He was rebounding the ball, defending, and he was passing. In fact, he was a lot like Ben Simmons. If y'all watch any highlights of Marquette, he was a lot like Ben Simmons. Kolek was not the major part of that offense. Okay? That's number one. Okay? So a lot of people try to compare him to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson ran the Villanova team. He was the leader of that team. And he was the guy. Kolek was not. He was not. Y'all watching the highlights instead of understanding the player in the game. Marquette's whole offense ran through Oso Ighodaro, and on defense, Oso Ighodaro was the focal point of defense. Why do you think I wanted him so bad? I wanted him for the Knicks. He ends up on Phoenix. Okay, right, and that push shot was money. Right, Tony Tippett, did you see it? That push shot was money, and he could do it with the left or the right. That's why I like that boy so much, man. Phoenix got a couple of players because they got him and they got Ryan Dunn. They brought in some defense, y'all. Now, that's why I liked him. So Kolek did not initiate the offense. Okay, he's not that guy. Number one. Number two, he's slow. He is slow. People say, well, so is Jalen Brunson. How many guys do you know that got drafted in the second round end up being all NBA? I only know 2. How many guys do you know that ended up getting drafted in the second round that were all NBA? Okay. How many do you know? See, Jalen Brunsons and Jokers, they don't come around very often, y'all. This kid ain't him. He ain't. He's 23 years old. Okay? 4th year senior. Number 3, he can't play defense. Kolek cannot play NBA defense. He cannot. I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to be honest with y'all. Y'all catching the vapors, man. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all catching I've been telling people that all day yesterday and before. You're catching the vapors. You're catching the vapors. Okay? You're looking at highlights and you're catching the vapors. He cannot play NBA level defense. He does not initiate the offense. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. I'm not hating. I'm trying to be honest with you. See, people think it's hating. Look, I've been more right than wrong when I'm talking about Knicks prospects. Any of y'all could bear witness. For the last 3 years, I've been telling y'all who's good, who's not, and I've been more right than wrong. I've been wrong on some, like Frank Ntilikina, I admit it, but I've been telling y'all about people from the beginning. So why did they pick him? That's a good question, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let me finish with this realistic view of this man. He's 23. He cannot play defense. He is slow. Okay? He's tough. I give him that. He's tough. But he cannot play NBA level defense. He has never initiated an offense. Okay? Can't. And so some of y'all seem to think he's going to come in. And number 3, even Deuce McBride, who Tibbs pushed for, waited 2 years to get his shot this year. He got his shot this year. And some of y'all are stupid enough to think that all of a sudden Deuce is going to lose his spot to this rookie are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, are you kidding me? That's what I'm saying to y'all. Come on, man. I give him a 5 out of 10. I give him a 5. He's got a 50-50 chance of making the league. Now, somebody say, why did they draft him? Let me tell you. The Don looking for bargains. See, a few weeks ago, I did a video where we were talking about the second round. Okay? Talking about the second round. And I told y'all it's goodwill hunting. You remember that? I told y'all the second round is goodwill hunting. Y'all remember that? Goodwill hunting. What does that mean? I said because what we used to do when we was real poor is we go around into the rich towns and cities in Connecticut and go to the Goodwills. And we was looking for deals on clothes. Like I remember a friend of mine, she got a $400 leather coat for like $50 in like Fairfield County, Connecticut, one of the richest counties in the country. And that's what we was looking for. We was looking for deals. That's the second round. Okay, that's the second round. You're looking for deals. You mostly are not going to find nothing, but you're looking to try to get a deal. So here's Kolek that was ranked, right? He was ranked to be picked or at least around 24, right? And most of the mocks had him going to the Knicks at 24 or earlier. Some people had him as high as 2022, right? Right? Am I right about that? So he was ranked very high to go earlier. He drops into the second round. Number one, what does that tell you? People didn't believe in him. How many? Do you know how many point guards were chosen before him? Wait a minute. If he's such the truth, how many point guards were chosen before him? Y'all, like I said, you're catching the vapors, man. You really are. The truth about what? He ain't no damn truth. First of all, let's see if he can make the team. Talking about the truth. Oh my God. Come on, baby. How many point guards were drafted before him? Let's see. Reed Shepard, Stephen Castle, drafted before him. Rob Dillingham, drafted before him. Nikola Topic, drafted before him. Devin Carter, Carlton Carrington. I'm losing count. Jarrett McClain, drafted before him. These are all point guards drafted before him. So apparently, Isaiah Collier, drafted 29 before him. Tyler Smith, no, not Tyler Smith, then Tyler Kolek at 34. So how many players is that? Like 8 drafted before him? 8 players drafted before him. No, bro. Stop. Y'all need to get out, get some air, and get them vapors out your nose. Y'all tripping. Well, Pulsar, we will find out. See, and this is another thing. Y'all seem to think he's going to be handed a rotation play. Some of y'all forget who the coach is. Y'all seem to think, he's just going to be handed a rotation spot. I heard a lot of idiots on CBS and all these, he's going to be back up behind Brunson. Oh, really? You think Tom Thibodeau is going to make this kid the backup automatically, just hand him the backup spot behind Brunson? A rookie? No, seriously. Do you really think so? Since when Tom Thibodeau just hand people rookies spots? Okay. I give him a 5. He's 5 out of 10. He has a 50-50 chance of making the league. 50-50. I'm going to give him 50-50. He got a 50-50 chance of making the league. 50-50. Let's talk about McCullough. McCullough was supposed to be a lottery pick. Why did he drop all the way? What did he get picked at? 56? McCullough? Y'all know? Where did he get picked at? Like 55, 56? He was picked in the 50s. Okay, he was picked in the 50s. Why was he picked in the 50s? In January, McCullough hurt his knee. Y'all know that? He hurt his knee in January. Prior to hurting his knee, a lot of people were comparing him to Josh Hart. Why were they comparing him to Josh Hart? Because legit, he has motor, serious motor. He can play defense. He was all over the floor. That was what he was before he hurt his knee. Then he hurt his knee. You don't think that 30 NBA teams looked at him and said, okay, we're not going to take a first-round chance on this guy. Do you understand that? And so, why did the Dons draft him? Again, we're Goodwill Hunting. Let's see if we can find a deal. Maybe his knee heals. If his knee heals, then we got something for nothing, right? Let's say his knee heals and he comes all the way back. Well, then we got something for nothing. We got Josh Hart at 56, right? But if he doesn't, okay, he doesn't, right? And it wasn't even Mike K a high risk. 56 is not a high risk. 56 is not a high risk. That's no risk. You ain't take no risk. And you just got 56. And so if McCullough's knee can come back, then he's going to be a steal. If not, we didn't lose nothing. That's what that's about. I give him a 4 because I don't know if his knee is going to come back. If his knee comes back, we got a steal. That's right. That's right, Mike K. We got a low risk, very high possibility of reward with McCullough. He could be, if his knee comes back, he can be the steal of the draft. I really believe that. So I don't know, though, how bad his knee injury is, but we're going to find out. Okay, we're going to find out. Okay, we can find out. Now, Hookah Porto, right? Hookah Porto. First of all, do y'all know what the term Mr. Irrelevant means? Huh? What is the term in the NBA? There is a legit term called Mr. Irrelevant. It's also in football, but it's in basketball. What is Mr. Irrelevant? No, it's not Mr. Nobody. There's a term. That's right. Mr. Irrelevant is the last player picked in the draft. Sometimes it's number 60. I think this guy was 58, 59. It's the last pick of the draft. Okay? The last pick of the draft is Mr. Irrelevant. Hukaro was Mr. Irrelevant. He was Mr. Irrelevant. Very rare does Mr. Irrelevant make the league. You got exceptions. And I have to give it to Jericho Sims was Mr. Irrelevant. Jericho Sims is now still on the Knicks. Okay? I won't give him nothing, Connors. How you going to say a guy that's in? See, this is the thing that kills me. You guys don't understand the league. You still don't get that the NBA is by far, it's not even close, the most talented, most athletic, most difficult league in the world. There's nothing close. Not Australia, not Germany, not France, not Brazil, not Argentina, not nobody. There's no league in the world on the level of the NBA. None. Okay? None. So you're going to look at a guy in the G League who was drafted 58 and tell me he's better than Sims, who's now in his 3rd year in the league? Come on, man. Y'all really, some of y'all, I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? This is the league, man. This ain't Australia. This is the league. And you talking about a guy come on, man. Come on. Now, listen. I'll give him a 2% chance of making the NBA. I'll give him a 2% chance. I'll give him a 2% chance of making the NBA. Okay? 2%. because he's Mr. Irrelevant. Maybe he makes it, maybe he doesn't. Some people, I had some people I respect say, is he going to be in the rotation this year? It's like, what? The rotation? The rotation. There's none of these guys in the second round that ain't nothing but trying to get on the team. Kolek, McCullough, and Ariel, they're trying to make the team. That's what they're trying to do. Forget the rotation. Come on, man. This is Tom Thibodeau. You think a rookie's going to be in his rotation? And then, wait. Yeah, 13 all NBA. That's good, Mike. That's seriously good. No, wait. So wait. People tried to say, well, he played Obi Toppin. And by the way, y'all know Obi got 4 years, $60 million. Some of y'all was dissing Obi. He got 4 years, $60 million from the Pacers. 4 years, 60. 4 years, $60 million. My man Obi. So anyway, where was I? So wait. So now that's right. So Craig Brent mentioned Isaiah Thomas. I think he was, but look, how many guys in the last 10 years, 20 years that was Mr. Irrelevant got an NBA contract? You could probably name them on one hand. In the last 20 years, guys that were Mr. Irrelevant that got an NBA contract. So my point is the likelihood of Mr. Irrelevant making the team, I give him 2%. Give him a 20% chance. I give him a 2 out of 10, 20% chance. Okay. I give him a 20% chance. Now, let's mention Obi, IQ, and Grimes. Okay, you ready? Obi and IQ were both drafted in 2020. Correct? Am I right? Both Obadiah Toppin and Emmanuel Quickley were drafted in 2020. Okay? Would you consider the Knicks a long-term sustainable winner in 2020? What was the state of the Knicks when Tom Thibodeau first came in that COVID season? What was the state of the Knicks? Would you consider them long-term sustainable winners in 2020? You know what they were? They were a rebuilding team. That's what they were. They were a rebuilding team. Say it with me, fam. There was a rebuilding team. You started Elfrid Payton, Reggie Bullock. You ended up starting Nerlens Noel. That's a rebuilding team. Now, let me ask you this year, 2024. Are the Knicks still a rebuilding team? Are they rebuilding right now? Coming off 50 wins and second in the East and one game from the Eastern Conference Final? Are they a rebuilding team right now? What do y'all think? So why the hell do you think Thibodeau's going to play rookies when he's trying to win the chip this year? He don't like rookies, period. Y'all know that, right? He don't like rookies, period. And somebody got the nerve to think one of these rooks are going to be in the rotation. That's the thing I just can't get over. Russell Reed, thanks for the $10. The Don loves those croissants. Cole would be serving Gatorade in the bench. No, you're about the most rational one I've seen. I ain't even joking. Some of these people talk about some of these knuckleheads going to be in the rotation. I was like, what the hell? Thank you, Russell Reed. You got more sense than a lot of bro. So all of a sudden, we're now heading for the chip, and some of y'all think rookies are going to play. Okay, wait a minute. Let's talk about the rotation. Okay? Let's talk about the rotation. So as of today, now 6 o'clock, that could change, but as of today, this is your rotation. Ready? This is your official rotation. Hartenstein, OG Anunoby, and Julius Randle, that's your front line. Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson, that's your starting five. Your bench. Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Dante DiVincenzo. That's 9 players. Wait, count them. That's 9 players. Okay, y'all caught me now? Tibbs don't play more than 9. He don't play 10. He plays 9. Okay, so let's go over it again. So you got Hartenstein, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle. You have Mikal Bridges. You have Jalen Brunson. That's your starting 5. You have Dante DiVincenzo moves to the bench. You have Josh Hart. You have Deuce McBride, and you have Mitchell Robinson. That's 9. He's not playing any more than 9. That's it. So wait, anybody thinking Kolek is going to be in the rotation? Really? I won't even say you catching the vapors. You on the pipe. You know, opioids are dangerous, man. You should sue your doctor if he gave you that mess, because you're messed up. If you think Kolek is all of a sudden going to be in the rotation behind Jalen Brunson, some of y'all are tripping. Flexed up. Thanks for the $5. Keep Achua, Mitchell, Sims, let iHeart walk. We'll see. I don't mind that flex up. Honestly, I don't. Lewis Luck, $5. Who do you think starts for Knicks on All-Star team this coming year? Juju, Brunson. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Lewis Luck. That's the second funniest one of the day behind Ariel getting all 3rd team all NBA. Kolek could sell insurance. He ain't no damn insurance. He could sell insurance. He ain't even insurance. I'm trying to tell y'all something. All right. I'm going to be generous. Kolek is going to take the spot on the bench that was reserved for Archie Diacono. Listen to me now. Kolek, I'm going to be generous and say Kolek will take the spot on the bench behind Archie Diacono. When, wherever Archie Diacono was, that's Kolek's new spot. And that's generous. I'm being generous right there. I'm being generous right there. That's right. You better hope Chris Paul show up and say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, because that's the only way he's getting that spot. Some of y'all, man. No, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying, AP. This is a good point you bring up. Is he that bad? Well, he's bad, but I'm saying he's not ready. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, based on you're playing for a team going for the championship, you got a 9-man rotation already. So he's not going to be in the rotation. Number 1. Number 2, he's a rookie. We're not rebuilding no more. This is win now. Y'all know we in win now, right? Wait, y'all know we in win now. Keep Me Low says, I'm in denial. So wait, so Deuce McBride started, 15 games last year. Deuce McBride averaged 19 points a game. Deuce McBride is the best defender on the Knicks on the perimeter, and I'm in denial. Kolek has never played a minute in the NBA. He played in college 4 years. He's 23 years old. His best player on his team wasn't him. It was Oso Iguodala. And I'm in denial. Okay, Keem, I'm in denial. Some of y'all not only riding this boy nutsack, but you really in the vapors, man. You caught the vapors, Keem. I ain't in denial. I'm telling you the truth. What did I say that wasn't true? Did Kolek play an NBA minute yet? Did he? Has he played a minute in the league yet? Has he gone up against a TJ McConnell? Has he gone up against a Chris Paul? Has he gone up against a Derek White? Has he played a minute in the league yet? A minute. One. Just one. Has he? Yet? Come on, man. And I'm in denial? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Some of y'all think this is street ball. This ain't street ball. This is the league, man. And I'm not even trying to this is the league. You can't. What are you talking about? Nah, man. I hope the young boy does well. But he ain't playing for the Knicks this year. He played for the G League Knicks. He going to play for the Westchester Knicks. I'll give you that. But he ain't playing for New York. He ain't going to sniff the floor. Okay? I'm really flabbergasted some of y'all caught the vapors like that. But that's the rookies, okay? Pacome, I really believe I give him 8 out of 10 because, like I said, he's 18. He's gonna be 19 in a few weeks, but in 2 years when he's 21, I love his upside. I really do. I think the Knicks really got a good one here in Pacome. I really do think so. But the rest of these cats, Goodwill Hunting, baby. We Goodwill Hunting. You understand? So I'm not saying he's that bad. I'm saying, first of all, do y'all agree? AP, let me ask you, since you said a good point. AP, let me ask you. Does Tibbs just hand out minutes? AP, you hear me? AP, let me ask you. I'm serious. Does Tibbs just hand out minutes? Especially to rookies. Just hand out minutes before they even said for you, okay, you're going to be in my rotation. Does he do that? Okay, I'm asking AP. Does he just hand out minutes? No. AP, did you hear my question? Maybe you didn't hear. Does Thibodeau hand out minutes? Does he just hand out minutes? Okay, it's gonna hand out. You gonna get these minutes. That's your. Is that? Does he do that? That's what I'm saying. I'm asking. I ain't got no answer yet. All right. So wait. So Tom Thibodeau does not just hand out minutes. When a player gets minutes, with the exception of Julius Randle. Okay. When a player gets minutes, that player has to earn those minutes. Am I lying to y'all? Is that the truth or not? Does any player that gets minutes for Tom Thibodeau, he must earn his minutes? Is that correct or not? Number one. Number two, the only player under the Tom Thibodeau era that played heavy minutes and can't play defense is Jalen Brunson. Is that true or not? He gave Kemba Walker half a season and sat him. He gave Fournier a full season and then sat him. If you cannot play defense, you will not play. You got me so far? Tom Thibodeau respects defense and rebounding more than anything else in basketball. Is that true? You can shoot. That's nice. Fournier can shoot, but he can't play defense. No defense, no bueno. So if you cannot play Tom Thibodeau level defense, you're not going to play. Do you understand that? Now, did I say anything just now that was false? Am I in denial by anything I just said? Is everything I just said true? Like, is that correct? Like, Tom Thibodeau don't hand out minutes. You better earn them, and you better play some defense, or you're not going to play. So why do you think this guy Kolek is going to play at all? Okay, why? All of a sudden, there's an exception. In the year the Knicks are trying to get to the championship, there's an exception to this rule? Come on, y'all. Yeah. So, all right, let's end that. Now, Hartenstein. That's right. Tibbs, thanks for the $5. People said Tibbs is tighter than the clams ass handing out minutes. Look. He will keep Burks on the bench, not play him, with only 6 guys playing. That's how tight he is with the minutes. Y'all just saw it. Why do y'all see, Lowe, I'm going to call you in denial because you just saw a season where he did that. He played Deuce McBride several nights for 45 plus minutes with Burks sitting on the bench. Wait, did y'all remember that? Burks was sitting on the bench and Deuce is playing 45 minutes. And you think Kolek's going to come in here and play. That's all I'm saying to y'all. Now, Hartenstein. With respect to Josh Hartenstein, there's certain facts that I know, and there's certain things we're going to discuss that's confusing to me, okay? Precious Achiuwa, Daquan Jeffries, Charlie Brown, and Dwayne Washington have been cut. Now, there's a possibility something's brewing because he cut all those guys. He did not offer Precious even the what do you call it? The offer, the qualified offer. He didn't even give Precious the qualified offer. He cut all of those guys. Did not extend them. Did not offer them a contract. Okay, so they're all, that is Precious Achiuwa, Daquan Jeffries, Charlie Brown, and Washington are free agents. Now, why would he do that? There's a couple of reasons why. I'm just bringing up the possibilities. Number one, he wants to get under the first apron. Do y'all agree with that? He wants to get under the first apron. Okay? Everybody see that? He wants to get under the first apron. Number two, if he gets under the first apron, he gets the full mid-level exception of 12.8 million, I think it is. He gets the full mid-level exception. Number three, if you watch around the league, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news coming from Wojnarowski and Shams, because these are the guys you should be listening to, not some of these other because I will give this. Let me just shout out Fred Katz. I'm starting to respect Fred Katz. I didn't respect him for a while, but I'm starting to respect the work he does a little bit more. He's still not one of my wise men, but I'm respecting his work a little bit more than I was before. So I've been looking a little bit at Fred Katz as well, and I'm giving more respect to him. Okay. Now, so but that's it. It's Begley, Woj, Shams, and now Fred Katz. The rest of these cats are, whatever. Johnny come lately, sometimey, whatever. Now, some of them are straight out garbage. Especially if they write for the Daily News, y'all shouldn't be listening to them. Straight out. So wait, where were we? So Precious, Jeffries, Brown Jr., and Washington were cut. Now, he's trying to get into the first apron. If he does, he has the full mid-level exception. That's number one, okay? He's also trying to re-sign Hartenstein. Okay, he's trying to re-sign Hartenstein. Now, there's a lot of speculation about Hartenstein, what he's going to be offered. Okay, Begley said he's expecting to get big offers. Okay, that means more than the 72 million. So, what Ardon is trying to do is be in a position to offer Hartenstein the full 72 million. Okay, y'all ready for that? Y'all got me so far? Some of y'all trying to run ahead. I ain't gonna run ahead yet. I'm just trying to break this down little by little. Okay, so he's trying to see if he can sign Isaiah Hartenstein and or get under the first apron so he can have the full mid-level exception available. Okay, as far as sign and trade candidates, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4: Precious, Jeffries, Brown, Washington, and he's still got Burks. You ain't heard nothing about Burks yet. He's still got Burks as a sign and trade candidate. Okay? So he still can sign and trade Burks. Now, why would teams do that? Detroit is looking for dead money right now. Detroit's not looking for big name, big ticket players. They're looking for dead money. Why? Rebuilding teams want draft picks and young talent. One of the ways you get draft picks is you take on bad contracts. See? So if they were to sign and trade Burks to a 1-year, $10 million deal, that would satisfy the Bridges trade. Y'all catching me so far? Okay. Y'all catching me so far? So if they sign and trade, and I think Burks is a good candidate for that because I think Burks is the type of player some team is going to want. And then what the Knicks would have to do is attach picks to that. Whoever signs Burks or Precious, they're going to have to attach picks to it. Right, that's right, Mike K. Something like that. Somebody that's like Detroit's a great candidate because they got a lot of cap space and they're looking for dead money. So they could sign a guy like Burks to 1-year, 2-year deal, and they could attach some picks to it. Okay, and then that way they get under the first apron and they don't go over the second apron. Now, if Hartenstein leaves and it's not a sign and trade, the Knicks still have the possibility of getting the mini mid-level exception. That's what I heard between reading Katz and reading Begley. Those two, Begley was talking to somebody named Jokic, some guy, and I was like Yaman or whatever his name is, and he was saying the Knicks might get the mini mid-level exception. Okay. Well, New York, they just got 6 second-round picks from Oklahoma City. They got 6 second-round picks from Oklahoma City. And they got another couple of picks, which they used this past, to get these guys they got. So they went and got a whole bunch of second round picks. Okay. So now, what center could they afford if Hartenstein leaves? You're going by how much you can afford, right? You're going by, well, all right, AP, didn't we just say that? They're not going to trade McBride. That's not going to happen. That makes no sense for them for somebody to even suggest that they're going to trade a rotational guy. It's hate. People that hate McBride. Oh, he needs to be doing this more. He needs to work on this instead of understanding what we got. That's why people are talking about McBride. So there are two levels of center, and it's based on price. Okay? It's based on price. You're going to the car lot. If you got enough money, you can get you a nice Lexus. If you don't, you might get you a nice Toyota. Right? So either you can get a Toyota or you can get a up top of the line Lexus. And it depends on how much money you have. Y'all with me so far? If you got the money, that's depending on what you're going to buy. Now, the more expensive guys, that's your guys at the $12 million range. You're talking about Jonas Valanciunas. That's a $12 million range, $10 to $12 million range guy. You're talking about Mo Wagner. He's already at $8 million. You're talking about $8 to $10 million for Mo Wagner, right? Those are the guys that'll cost you those type of numbers if you want those. The cheaper options are your Mason Plumlee. That's going to be your mini mid-level exception. Mason Plumlee. You might be able to get James Wiseman at the mini mid-level. You might be able to get James Wiseman at the mini mid-level. Okay? And so you're dealing with that's what you're dealing with. So who they sign, whether it's a $12 million guy or a $5 million guy, depends on how much they have to spend. We won't know that until after tonight. We won't know that. Okay? So, okay. My thoughts, I've been saying this all along. If somebody offers Isaiah Hartenstein $100 million, he's leaving. Did you hear the roommates, what they said? I mean, not roommates. It was Begley. He said even in the Knicks locker room, if somebody offered him that kind of money, they'd tell him, we want you to stay, but you need to go. Because don't leave money on the table. This is an NBA thing. They don't leave money on the table. Now, if a team was going to offer him $85 million, I think it's 50-50 he stays. Let me say it again. If somebody's offering him $100 million, he's leaving. He's the best center on the market right now. You could argue Nick Claxton and him are close, but Nick Claxton just got $100 million. So, you could argue that, but he's the best right now with Nick Claxton signed. Hartenstein's the best center available right now. He's the best center available. So it depends on what somebody's going to pay him. Okay, depends on what somebody's going to pay him. So I don't know, and none of us know until it happens. But based on the money that's being given out right now, and this is what happens in free agency. The money goes fast and big. Right? There's going to be a flirt at 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to go crazy. At 6 o'clock, there's going to be so much activity, our heads are going to be spinning at 6 o'clock tonight. And by midnight tonight, you're going to see between midnight tonight and tomorrow, most of it will be over. And what guys know in the league is that the money goes fast. And so everybody's looking to grab what they can. It's like a feeding frenzy. Everybody's looking to grab what they can right now. Okay, everybody's looking to grab what they can right now. So that's what I'm saying. If Hartenstein is offered $100 million, he's leaving. If it's less than that, if it's under 90, there's a 50-50 chance he stays. If he's offered under 80, he stays. If somebody says we're going to offer you 80 million, he's staying in New York. I can guarantee you that. Okay, he's staying in New York. If somebody offers him $100 million, he's out the door. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. So it's not 100%. Well, he's staying no matter what. No, that's not the case. Listen, again, let's go over what we talked about earlier. Some of y'all are still catching up. This ain't mustard, so catch up. Okay, so watch. Did you see what Mikal Bridges did this week? Mikal Bridges went to the Knicks management and said, I want to be a Knick. The Nets could have traded him to any team they wanted. They have his rights. He said, I want to be a Knick, and I'm going to let every team know I want to be a Knick. Could have cost himself some money there. And he was on the Knicks. Now, some people brought up this fact. OG could have got 4 years, as much, almost no more than 4 years from any other team. He gets 5 from the Knicks. Okay. And the Knicks offer him 5. That's why he got the $212 million, because the 5th year. Okay. He was looking for the security. But somebody could offer him a lot of money over 4 years. Somebody could offer him a lot of money, $200 million over 4 years. But he took the Knicks. And he did it before free agency began. He did it, listen, before free agency began. How come Hartenstein ain't do that? The 72 million is there. How come Hartenstein didn't do that? You don't think that the Don and Brock Aller would have made swift moves if Hartenstein would have said to them, I'm a Knick, I ain't going nowhere. Get me the 72 million and we done? But you ain't heard that. You ain't heard that. Nobody's heard that from Hartenstein. Why? Why haven't you heard that from Hartenstein? He's waiting to see what other teams offer him. Therefore, if he gets a big offer, he's out. Some of y'all need to wake the hell up. I love Hartenstein. I want him to stay, but I'll be glad. I'll stick with Sims and Precious if he gets $100 million, because we ain't paying him. I honestly don't even like the idea of paying him 72, but that's the way the market is right now. So he could get that. That's the market. See, somebody just asked a question. Why is Obi worth 115 less than IQ? You don't know what's going on. That's the market. A starting point guard, that's the market. A guy coming off your bench, that's the market. Monk set the market. He just got 80 million. He's a bench piece. He got 80 million. That's the market. Monk is a top level bench piece. Obi's up there, but he's not with Monk right now. 60 million. That's the market. That's how it works in the NBA. It's not a player's worth is that market value. An apple is worth a penny unless it's worth $5. How rare are apples? Well, I don't know. The market determines that. So the market's going to determine what a player is worth. And it changes every year. You can't go by the previous year. It changes every year. And especially now, why you think my man Scotty Barnes just got $270 million? It's the market. The NBA is signing a $7 billion contract. $7 billion TV contract. So the market just went up for everybody. Okay, the market just went up. So that's why IQ got $175 million. Okay, so now, that's right, D-Nice. Today's prices aren't yesterday's prices. So now Hartenstein is worth in this market at least $72 million. IQ's extension was 5 years, $175 million. 5 years, $175 million. That was his extension. I thought he was worth 100. I think I said that last year. I thought he was worth 100. But 175 is a lot of freaking money, man. So he just got 5 years. Good for him. He got 5 years, and Obi got 4 years, 60. Good for him, too. So what I'm saying, though, is we're talking about Hartenstein. If Hartenstein is very simple to me. If Hartenstein gets an offer of $100 million, he's leaving. If he gets an offer of $100 million, he's leaving. Let me say it again. If he gets an offer of $100 million, he's leaving. If he gets an offer less than $100 million, he might stay. Y'all caught that? Now, what did you say? Somebody said that Bleacher Report, D-Nice. I'm trying to be nice. D-Nice 77. Bleacher Report is worth a little bit more than toilet paper. Bleacher Report is worth a little bit more than toilet paper. Just a little bit. So, and also, I've heard in the past, right, that NBA players, I know LeBron said this, D Wade said it. I don't know who else said it, but those two guys said it. Exactly, Tony Tippett, my bad. But D Wade said it. Players like to be wined and dined, particularly players that didn't get wined and dined before they went to college. Like Hartenstein wasn't wined and dined. He went and played overseas, right? So and LeBron went right from high school to the pros. So they like to get these meetings, even if they didn't. LeBron take a meeting with the Knicks, and he had no intention of signing with the Knicks. But he took a meeting with the Knicks. The year he went to Miami, he took a meeting with the Knicks before he went to Miami. He had no intention of signing with the Knicks. In fact, they laughed about the Knicks presentation. Okay. So, right. So what I'm saying is Hartenstein could take a meeting with Detroit. He ain't going to Detroit. Listen, you're a player that just was one game from the Eastern Conference Finals. You're not going to a rebuilding team. I don't care how much they pay. You're not going there. If he goes to Orlando, I can see that. OKC, I can see that. Those are two teams with money that's on the cusp of contention, and he might feel he's that guy to make them, go over the top. Okay, so we'll see, but I'm not worried about Detroit. I really am not worried about Detroit. I am not. So, but Orlando, to me, Orlando is the biggest threat. Yeah, to me, Orlando, exactly. JL said it. Yeah, now Fitz shop. That's what I said. If his offers are less than $100 million, he could stay. Okay, I'm making it very simple for you. I won't even break it down even further than that. If he gets an offer that's less than $100 million, he's staying with the Knicks. What is he, 24? Isaiah Hartenstein, going on 25? I think he's 24, 25 years old, if I'm not mistaken. 26, he's 26, okay. Ooh, 26, you got to get that money. So if he was 24, 25, he might get that. He'll sign the 72 and figure he'll get another big payday. Hey, Richard Van. All right, so any news? Let me see here. Y'all reading all this? Let me see. What is Begley reporting anything? I'm just looking at as we talk. All I see from him right now is the Obi news. I'm looking to see Cat's reporting anything. They both about the same, Jabroni, between 55, 50, and 60 million, both of them. Oklahoma City and Orlando. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not hearing anything. It's quiet. It's going to be quiet. 6 o'clock, you're going to hear something. 6 to 8, you're going to hear something. Yeah, well, the Nets did, Amari. They just spent $100 million on Nick Claxton. And Cleveland did a few years ago. They got Jared Allen away from the Nets for $100 million. Y'all remember that? The Nets, Jared Allen was drafted out of Texas by the Nets. And when it came time for the free agency, Cleveland signed him to $100 million. And I think he's at the end of that contract now. Well, it's because of how much money's out there, Knicks will be champs. It's because of how much money's out there, like I said. Well, Walter White is not hard. All you got to do is look at the cap space. If you rank the teams by cap space, that's what you're looking at. Don't look at teams with no cap space because they can't offer them what the Knicks should offer them. But if you're looking at cap space, that's what we're talking about. If we're looking at cap space, I'm looking at, for example, let's see. Who got the most cap space? Charlotte, San Antonio, Utah, Detroit, OKC, right? These teams have the most cap space right now. Detroit, OKC, San Antonio, Utah. These teams got the most cap space. Philly, Detroit, Orlando got 52 million. OKC got 39 million. Utah got 44 million. San Antonio got 34 million. Charlotte got 13 million. So the most is Philly. Then you got Detroit. Orlando, Utah, OKC. That's what you got. Okay. Now, you want to talk about fantasy? If Jack the Ripper in Utah wanted Hartenstein and we wanted to sign and trade, I would take Kessler. Would y'all take Kessler? I would take Kessler in a heartbeat. Give me young Mr. Kessler. Give me young Mr. Kessler and bring him under Tom Thibodeau and see what happens. If that was the case. Because Utah got money. So, but they got to re-sign Laurie Marketing, and the Ripper's going to keep him dangling out there to see if he can rip some team off before he resigns him. That's true too, Dex, but you got to figure that's going to heal, because next year he got the whole summer to heal, and then next year he's going to get more help, whether it be from Mitchell Robinson or whoever. It's going to be Mitchell Robinson, but he'll get more help. Yeah, so the Ripper wanted Bridges, right? Yeah, he can go screw himself now. So Philly ain't going after Hartenstein because they got Embiid. Detroit can go after him, but he ain't signing with Detroit. Orlando got $52 million, but Orlando is sitting down with Paul George today. I would pay Hartenstein $60 million. To me, that's what he's worth. I would pay him 4 years. I would give him the Mitch Rob contract, 4 years, $60 million. But the market is telling me what he's worth more because that's the market. It's the market we're in right now. I would pay him 4 years, $60 million. 15 a year over 4 years, right? I would do that. That's to me. But see, the market says he's worth more. I mean, the Nets just doled out $100 million. Scotty Barnes just got $270 million. The market is higher now. So that's what I'm saying. The market value is higher now. It changes. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. If the Knicks would have offered him $60 million in January, you might not even have this conversation. Yeah, so I don't know. No, I agree with you, Jabroni. So we're going to see how this works out. I don't know. It's really confusing. So with Hartenstein, he might, but I think if he gets $100 million offer, he's out. I think he's out if he gets $100 million offer. I don't think he stays. Now, the replacement to me for Hartenstein, to me, the best replacement is Mo Wagner. After looking at, Jonas Valanciunas is the best replacement, followed closely by Mo Wagner. To me, those are the two best replacements. Then you got Wiseman, you got Plumlee. I do not like Drummond. I'm just not a Drummond guy. I feel like he's too weak on defense. His feet are too slow. He doesn't switch good enough. He plays defense like a guy that Knicks had before. What was that guy's name? Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter. Do y'all remember Enes Kanter? You remember Enes Kanter? Enes Kanter can rebound his tail off. Wait, do you remember? Any of y'all remember Enes Kanter? He was on the Knicks. He could rebound his butt off. He can get 20 rebounds in the game, but could not move his feet to save his life. Could not move his feet. Okay, that's Drummond. That's Drummond. That's Drummond right there. And some of y'all pining for Drummond. I have no idea why the hell y'all doing that, but that's Drummond right there. He cannot play no defense. And so, no, nobody's sleeping on him, man. Come on. A guy that's been around the league more than 10 years cannot be slept on. He is what he is. Y'all hear what I'm saying? A guy that's been in the league 10 years or more, you're not sleeping on him. He is what he is. What you think? He's going to be an all-star all of a sudden? Enes Kanter, Andre Drummond is Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter is RJ Drummond. Valanciunas is slow. No, he is. But he's a better rim protector than Enes Kanter and Andre Drummond. He's a better rim protector than either of those guys. Passes good out the post. Y'all watch Valanciunas? Passes good out the post. He's slow-footed, but he's a better defender than Drummond. And he takes up more space. He knows how to make himself bigger. Takes up more space. I like him in the defense. But Mo Wagner, to me, Mo Wagner is Isaiah Hartenstein. Mo Wagner is Isaiah Hartenstein. Y'all know that, right? Mo Wagner is Isaiah Hartenstein. So I would take Mo. If I could get him, I would get him. Okay, tough, gritty dude will put his body out in front of somebody and get dunked on. I will take Mo Wagner. I will take Mo Wagner. I will take Mo Wagner. Okay. Steven Adams is out for the year with an injury, so I'm not messing with damaged goods. That's why some people are asking about what's his name? Some people are asking about Sadiq Bey. I like Sadiq Bey, but he's damaged goods right now. I'm not taking the risk. Yeah. So if Orlando was to sign Hartenstein, they would have a choice to make. And they have to make it now. Either it would be Mo Wagner as your second unit, or brittle guy, Carter Jr. That would be your second option, your second unit. And I think Carter Jr. is under contract, if I'm not mistaken. I think Carter is under contract, right? I think Wendell Carter Jr. is under contract, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Mo Wagner is a free agent. In fact, they did not offer him a contract. They wanted to talk about it tonight, but Mo Wagner is a free agent. Wendell Carter Jr. is still under contract. He's still under contract. Let me look at this here. What's his deal here? Wendell Carter Jr. is signed. Yeah, he's under contract for this year and next year. 12 million this year, 11 million next year. So Wendell Carter Jr. becomes your backup 5. And Mo Wagner's out. I would like, if I'm going to lose Hartenstein now, I would get Mo Wagner. And let me tell you, yeah, Mo Wagner's a roughneck. He is. I would get Mo Wagner, put him in the starting unit. You think Mo Wagner would not be excited as hell to know he's coming to New York to start for the Knicks? What? He would be so hyped. And, bro, that would be the situation. So, yeah, bring me Mo Wagner. You could have Hartenstein. Yeah. So, yeah. Sadiq Bey tore his ACL. They said he's expected to make a full recovery, but he's going to miss this coming season. So he's expected to make a full recovery, but he's going to miss 24-25. No. If Hart come back, then Hart come back. Ain't nobody out. Hart come back, then Hart come back. That's what that is about. Yeah. Mitch Rob just becomes the leader of the second unit. Why y'all always trying to trade somebody? What is it with y'all? Somebody got to be traded every year for y'all to be happy? We got a team, man. What y'all want to trade anybody? Everybody needs to come back. Everybody. What y'all so gung-ho to be trading people for? What is it? Just get your juices flowing? You know, gotta get the deal done? Come on, man. No, we need everybody back. Yes, Austin Canales asked, is there a way that more cap space could be cleared so that the Knicks could offer him more than 172? Yes. You ready? It's a risk, though. They can sign him to a contract where he has a player option after 2 years or 3 years. Like, let's say they signed him to a 3-year deal, and he has a player option after this year. So he can play and get his 3 years, and he can opt out. And then he'd be worth a full, he'd be eligible for a maximum contract. Okay, if he did that. So he could sign a shorter deal with the Knicks, and he can have a player option after the second year. He can play this year and have a player option next summer. And he can opt out, and then he can get, and if he got hurt, he could still have 3 years guaranteed money. So he could theoretically sign a shorter deal. Let's say he signed a deal for 3 years, $48 million, $16 million a year, right? He could do that, or $54 million even. But he could do that and then opt out after next season and get a long-term deal with the Knicks. Well, this is the thing. If he wanted, the question was if he wanted to stay with the Knicks, could the Knicks figure a way to get him more money? That's what that question was. Nice 718. I mean, I agree with you. Nice 718. Like I said, he could get 4 years, $100 million, then that's it. But he could do a player. He could get a shorter deal, take a player option for next year, get 3 years guaranteed money, have a player option for next year, and then because he'd be with the Knicks would have his full bird rights, and then he can get a bigger deal. Okay, he could. I like Sims better than Precious as my. I would start Sims. I ain't joking. I would start Jericho Sims. I would keep Precious, but I would start Jericho Sims. He'd be my starter. If I was in this situation, I'm starting Jericho Sims. I ain't even joking with y'all. I would start. I would start Jericho Sims. Greetings, Mr. Williams. Thanks for the $5. Jalen Smith. Actually, you're talking about the free agent, right? I like him. I like him, Jalen Smith. I like him. But he is not a roughneck. I like him. I think of him as a 4. I think of Jalen Smith from the Pacers as a 4. He's not really a 5. To me, him and Precious are redundant. If you keep Precious, you got Jalen Smith. And if you let Precious go to get Jalen Smith, you just got Precious again. So to me, Jalen Smith's a 4. He's not a 5. But I like him though. I like him. Yeah, the guy with the guy. That's right. He's a free agent. But he's not a roughneck. I like Precious better than him, honestly. I like Precious better than him. And I'm not down on Jalen Smith now. I like Jalen Smith, but I like Precious better than him. As far as fit for the Knicks, I like Precious better than him. Yeah. They're making Isaiah Stewart available. They're making Beef Stew available. Are they? Damn. No, he wouldn't. Mitch Rob would not have a meltdown if he started Sims. You don't know Mitch Rob. He's already said he wouldn't mind coming off the bench. This ain't even like speculation. They asked him, and he said, "I have no problem coming off the bench." So no, he wouldn't have any. I like Beef Stew though. Somebody mentioned. You sure? Who told you that? Detroit making is Detroit. Who told you that? Wait, I want to see that. Where'd you get that news from? Let me see. I'm not getting no news on that. Oh, JB Bickerstaff's on Detroit. Okay. Good for that. He's being signed by Detroit. I like that. Good move. Okay. I'm not. Where you guys getting? Who put this noise out there? I ain't hear nobody talking about. I ain't heard. Did Sham say that? Who said that? Don't tell me it was NBA Central because now I'm going to disrespect you. Ooh, Pat Will got 590. Pat Will got 590. 590. Oh my gosh, man. Pat Will got 590. CM67. Tell me what injuries Jericho Sims had. I'm unaware of this. He says he has bad injury luck. Can you please, in his last 3 years, tell me what injuries has he had that he has such bad injury luck? See, I hate when people put out narratives that are stupid and false. Oh my gosh, man. I was going to say, I ain't saying nothing about Beef Stew being available. Well, David Byer asks, how realistic is it for us to keep iHeart? The max the Knicks could offer him is $72 million. That's the max the Knicks could offer him. So it's not, that's the realistic. And I say, if somebody offers him, and you're just seeing Patrick Williams get $90 million. Pat Will, and I like Pat Will, but he's been more hurt than not. He got a 5-year, $90 million deal. So Mike K says 40%. I think that's realistic, Mike K. I think that's a realistic assessment. There's probably a 40 to 45% chance Isaiah Hartenstein stays with the Knicks. But if somebody offers him $100 million, he's out the door. Okay, but Dodzy, it depends on his price. He's the third. Wait, first of all, let's break this down. Batadzi's the third string center on Orlando. Okay. Batadzi's the third string center. So you have Carter Jr., right? You have Mo Wagner, and then you have Batadzi. He's the third string center. So, do I like him? Yeah. Okay. He's all right. I like him. But is there better options I would rather have? Yes. Would I rather have Mo Wagner? Hell yeah. And I think Mo Wagner is a possibility if Hartenstein goes to Orlando. I think Mo Wagner is a possibility. See, that's what I'm saying. For the Don to be clearing all of this space, he's doing it for a reason. And knowing the Don, he's opened up several options by doing it. Okay. So, yeah, I like Mo Wagner. I mean, even honestly, I like Mo Wagner better than Jonas Valanciunas. I like Mo Wagner. He's like the top of my list. Mason Plumlee is that second level. So you can't get the Lexus, okay? You're going to get the Toyota. You're going to get the Corolla. That's Mason Plumlee. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Aubrey Clay. Put the nail in the coffin right there. He said you can't offer more than 72 million, and that's it. Yeah, so you're shopping for the Toyota. I'd like to get Mo Wagner, and like I said, Mo Wagner is going somewhere. If Orlando signs Hartenstein, Mo Wagner is going somewhere, because Wendell Carter Jr. becomes the second unit guy. They kind of would have the same situation we had. Wendell Carter Jr. is like Mitch Rob; he gets hurt a lot. So you put him on the second unit, he's going to play better, right? So I like that. Yeah. Obi got 60 million, man. I'm glad for Obi. Yeah, that's the thing, Don Day. Lexuses are a higher level of Toyota. Lexuses cost more than Toyotas. That's the point. So if you got the money for a Lexus, that's what you're getting. If you don't have the money for a Lexus, you might just get a regular Toyota. So instead of getting a Camry, you're looking to get a 350, right? Instead of getting a Camry, you're getting the 350. Because one's a Lexus, one's a Toyota. So we are looking at Toyotas. And we not only looking at Toyotas, we're looking at used Toyotas. We're looking at used Toyotas. Yeah, I like that, Manny. Manny, I'm with you on that. Hartenstein, Mo Wagner, Sims. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So that's right. So you're not going to be able to get the premium. That's Hartenstein. You're going to get the reliable, affordable Mo Wagner or Jericho Sims. That's what you're going to get. So I would love to get Mo Wagner, though. Yes, Felicia Lee, you could. But the problem is that's not long-term security. Suppose he wrecks his knee this year. Now he's not getting no more money, right? Now he's not getting no more money. See? So, yeah, that's the problem. See, now, Felicia Lee, you seem like a very smart young lady. I've been conversing with you back and forth here for a minute. Would you take 4-year guaranteed money or 1-year guaranteed money? Right? So if somebody offered you 72 million over 4 years, right, which is 12 million a year or something like that, would you take that or 1 year 20 million? Okay, I would take the 4. Right? See, so you take the 4 years. So that's why that's the conundrum that we find ourselves in right now. That's the conundrum we find ourselves in. So that's it. That's it. When did he report this? True Story 163. I don't get that. I didn't get that. I'm looking at Ian Begley as we speak. I don't see nothing about Sims getting traded. What are you talking about? Where are you seeing it? Let's see. Where are you seeing it? Don't be coming up with stuff like that, man. And don't be giving me no don't be giving me no sources up in this mug. Let me see. I don't see nothing about Sims getting traded. Where you see that? Well, I already knew. I already told you Deuce was untouchable. But I'm looking for this Sims trade. Where you see that at? I'm looking at the article. Knicks have virtually no interest in trading Miles McBride. I see that. People are familiar with the matter. I'm looking for Jericho Sims mentioned in here. I don't see that. The team has had a dialogue involving Jericho Sims per sources. Dialogue. Sources confirmed they picked up Sims' team option, and news was first reported. The club likes Sims, and he could serve as a backup if there is movement at the center position. I don't see anything here about trading him. Yeah, wait, did y'all hear? See this? Let's use this as class, shall we? Let's use this as class. And I'm sorry, Mr. Drake. I'm not trying to talk down to anybody. Mr. Drake accused me of talking down to people. I'm not trying to talk down to anybody, but let's use this as class. So we just had someone come in this room and say, I heard Sims might be traded, right? Right? I heard Sims might be traded, but let's look at what the art. And I said, where'd you get that from? Well, Ian Begley. Okay, let's see what Ian Begley actually said. Ready? The team has had dialogue on trades involving Jericho Sims per sources. Sources confirmed that they picked up Sims' team option in 24-25. The news was first reported by the New York Post. The club likes Sims, and he could serve as a backup if there is movement at the center position. So teams they're gauging the market, but it's not like they're determined to trade him. Y'all got to understand the Knicks do seriously due diligence more than any other team that I've seen. And I have not seen any Knicks management, do as much due diligence as this Knicks management does. They do some serious due diligence. Yeah, they're talking about backup because everybody's thinking Mitchell Robinson's going to start. But I'm telling you right now, if they go with Sims, Mitchell Robinson's coming off the bench. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is a raw Hebrew telling you. Mitchell Robinson will be coming off the bench. They'll start Sims. You watch. They'll start Sims. Raphael, you paid your token, right? And you came into the subway. Raphael Verdejo, you paid your token and you came into the subway. Please, we're trying to talk you from jumping off the platform onto the third rail. Please don't do that. Do not jump off the platform. It's dangerous. Do not do that. You just paid your token. You came in. And so you're on the platform. Don't jump off it. Don't do it because you can get the third rail, and that's not good. So we've all did our best to prevent him from hurting himself. Well, I'm trying my best not to, Brian. Trying my best. Okay? Trying my best. Okay? Trying my best. Okay, where were we? Please stay away from the yellow line. The platform has this yellow line. Stay away from the yellow line. That way you won't fall off. You got people that are crazy out here, Raphael. They'll push you off the platform. Just don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't please. Anyway. So Mo Wagner. Wait, let me tell you. Right, life is too short for the. Let me do a poll. Life is too short for the cheap wine, man. I agree with that. Life is too short for the cheap wine. Okay, all right. I'm gonna list best. This is in case if we lose. Let me say it that way. If we lose, Hartenstein. Best replacement. And I'm going to put some names down here. So I'm going to put some names. The first name is going to be Mo Wagner. The second name is going to be, I'm going to put Jonas. I actually learned how to spell his name this week. Jonas Valanciunas. I'm going to add James Weissman. You can only pick one. I'm going to add Mason Plumlee. And I'm going to add one more, Oh, I think that's it. That's all I can have. I can only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll have 4 guys. I'm not putting Drum in there because I can't fit him. So I'm going to have 4 guys. Here's the question. Here's the question, team. If we lose Hartenstein, which one of these guys is the best replacement? If we lose, if you could get any of these guys, which one would you take as the best replacement for Hartenstein? Okay. Austin Canal about iHeart. Thank you for the $2, Austin. I appreciate it. Lewis Luck. People wanted to trade Deuce and Randall for either worse or older players. Exactly. I know, Lewis Luck. Them opioids are a serious problem in the United States. Opioids are a serious problem in the United States. They really are a serious problem. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we got. So Valanciunas gets 37%. Mo Wagner 37. It looks like it's between Valanciunas and Mo Wagner at this point. It looks like people are it's even. Well, Wagner's got a slight edge, but it's mostly even. Okay, that's interesting. How y'all feel about that one? That's interesting. I know everybody wants iHeart back soon. Me too. Everybody does, but it looks to me that there's a strong possibility that he leaves. So if he goes to and to me the best team as I'm looking at all the cap space teams, right? Look at the cap space teams, right? So let's look at the teams with cap space. We look at the teams with cap space, and the cap tracker has the most cap space: Philly 58 million, Detroit 58 million. He ain't going to Philly because they got Embiid and he ain't leaving to be no backup. He ain't going to Detroit because, well, it's Detroit. Then you got Orlando 52 million, Utah 44 million, OKC 39 million. So I think OKC and Orlando are your best bets. Maybe Utah, but I don't know. Danny Ainge ain't giving him no 100 million though. Danny Ainge ain't giving him no 100 million. I don't see why. I don't know how OKC would do it, but they could do it. They'd have to offer him, they could offer him 100. I like that move, Nick P. I like the move. I like that move too. I like the move of just keeping Sims and re-signing Precious and moving on with life. I like that move. Re-sign Precious, keep Sims, and we go forward. It's possible above the rim that I think we can do a sign and trade with iHeart, which is why I like Mo Wagner. Yeah, I think that's why I like Mo Wagner. We could do that. All right, can somebody, Knickerbocker, please help me? Goga Bitadze was the third string center in Indiana. He went to Orlando and he became the third string center. We need a guy that's capable of starting. I don't understand why he even is brought up. He's a third string center. So now you'd be depending on Mitrov to start and Bitadze as your backup guy. I don't like the feel of that. I don't think Tibbs does. But Mo Wagner could start. Mo Wagner has started for Orlando several times. Maybe it's right. I'm not sure. Amir says he don't think they can. Maybe they can. I don't know. But Mo Wagner is capable of starting. That's why I like him. He's young. He's a roughneck. He's willing to give up himself and give up his body. That's the kind of guy you need. Yeah, so I'm not sure where this Bitadze. I know somebody mentioned this. It's a possibility the Knicks would look at him, but I think everybody's going crazy and thinking that that's who they should get. I don't like the move. The guy's a third string center. He's a third stringer. Because he was a top-rated player that year, and they were looking for a 5 to replace Kevon Looney. That's why they picked Wiseman. He was number 1. I think he was number 1 overall pick that year. See how people get caught up in the hype, though? He was number 1 overall. He was number 1 overall. Ayton was number 1 overall. See that? So you don't necessarily get caught up in the hype. I think this year was hyped. I think the top 10 this year was hyped. I think it was overhyped. That's why I'm not buying all this Colex stuff. People was hyping all the players in the draft this year. It's like, if you're a guy and you're at a party and there's all these fine girls at the party, and guys like to date fine girls they meet at parties, right? But then you can't, at this particular party, ain't no fine girls. And after a while, you're saying, ain't no fine girls here. So then girls that you wouldn't even talk to outside that party start to look good because you ain't seeing no fine girls. You stuck somewhere where ain't no fine sisters at. So you be like, man, I wouldn't talk to her if I was outside. But look, maybe I talked to her now because she's looking pretty good because nobody else is there. That was this draft. It was a sorry draft. It was a sorry draft. If Deuce McBride was in this draft, he'd been top 10. If Deuce McBride was in this draft, he'd been top 10. I'm trying to tell you. If Emmanuel Quickly was in this draft, he'd be top 10. Okay. Is Kevon Looney available, Michael Drake? Is he available? Is he a free agent? Michael Drake? Is he available? Is Kevon Looney available? I don't know. Is he? I'm just wondering if he's available first. Is Kevon Looney available? Let me just check. Let me see. Free agents. I'm just checking. I don't know. Is he available? Kevon Looney's considered what? A center, right? Is he considered a center? Let me see. I'm looking for his name on the free agent tracker here. I don't see him as available. I don't think Kevon Looney's available. Yeah, so Looney's out. He's not even available. No need to discuss him. He's out. Noel didn't get no big deal. Anthony DeCesar. He got a nice deal. He didn't get no big deal. He's messed up because he was at OKC. They offered him $80 million, and he said no. He should have took it. That's right, NYC 718. He is interested in Max Mizer, and he wants to be wine and dine, but I can guarantee you he is not signing with Detroit. Grimes got traded to Dallas, and that was a great move for Grimes. That's a great move for him because Dallas just let go of Tim Hardaway Jr. Grimes becomes the new Tim Hardaway Jr. That's a great move for Grimes. Great move for him. He's going to really prosper in that scenario. That's a great move for him. Yeah. I would be surprised. Detroit's a rebuilding team. Wait, do you think a rebuilding team is going to throw $100 million at Hartenstein? No. Wait. Do you think a rebuilding team is going to throw $100 million at Hartenstein? Do you realize the starting center in Detroit is a guy named, what's the boy name? Duren. Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren is the starting center in Detroit. Now, let me ask you all a question. Jalen Duren is younger than Hartenstein. Do you think Hartenstein is more talented than Jalen Duren? Does Hartenstein have more upside than Jalen Duren? Does Hartenstein have more upside than Jalen Duren? So why would Detroit sign Hartenstein to $100 million? No, I said talent. He doesn't have more talent or upside than Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren is more talented and way more upside than Hartenstein. Hartenstein's really good. I'm not trying to knock him, but I'm saying Jalen Duren, come on, man. Jalen Duren is going to be that dude. Give him 2 more seasons. The 5 spot is the hardest spot to learn. He's going to be that dude. Give him 2 more seasons. He's going to be that dude. Yeah. So I'm not worried about Detroit. Somebody said, though, they making beef stew available, man. I would look at beef stew real hard. I know he's short, but daggone, I would look at beef stew real hard. I would look at him real hard. Shoot. Yeah. It is getting good. I have to agree with you. Yeah, that's right. He got, and I don't even think all 3 years were guaranteed, Anthony. I think he had like 2. I think it was a team option on the 3rd year. So he got a good deal, but it wasn't like he got, a gazillion dollars here, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll take the meeting because he wants to be wined and dined. He wants to be treated like a superstar. So he'll take the meeting. He's not signing there, though. Yeah, Jabroni. I like beef stew, man. I ain't gonna front. I like beef stew. I liked him coming out of Washington. When that draft, they got beef stew. They got Sadiq Bey. They got the kid from France. They picked up like 4 nice players in that draft. Beef stew was one of them. I was like, dang, Detroit then hooked themselves up. Yeah, Grimes got a good deal right here. This is going to be a move for him. You don't think Dallas traded Tim Hardaway for nothing? They traded him to get Grimes. Smart move. Yeah. So I like these two, though. Shoot. If I could get him, I'd get him. Yeah. I remember Sadu. If I could get him, I'd get him. Gumby, what's up, my man? Yes, King Julius is going to lead us. Yeah. PG going somewhere. He's taking Golden State, Clippers, and Orlando. This is interesting. Paul George is taking the meeting with Orlando, who has cap space and is a playoff team. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. And he could leave for nothing. This is good. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting, Cole, what they do here. We'll see. You're right, Gumby. Philly, let me tell you, senior beef, no matter what happens today, Philly's already screwed. When the Knicks got Mikal Bridges, Philly was done. The Knicks beat them with half their team hurt. If you're talking about a healthy Knicks team with Mikal Bridges, Philly is done already. Philly done. And for some reason, so when you think about it, Embiid has played with Harden, Butler, Ben Simmons. He has played with guys that have been all NBA. Embiid has played with at least 3 guys that have been all NBA. And they can't get it done. You check that out, though? He has played with Harden. Simmons was all NBA and defensive player of the year. And he's played with Jimmy Butler. And they can't get it done. I wouldn't play with him. Yet we are going to win this series. We are the better team. It's like, man, okay, Swami. Don't play basketball and stop trying to make predictions because you ain't good at it. Oh man. Yeah, okay, Swami. We are the better team. He couldn't even look at the camera with a straight face and say that. That's what I call people that try to act like they prophets. Okay, Swami. Flavor Flav, thanks for the $10. Who's our big 3? Actually, Flavor Flav, thanks for the $10. But to be real, the big 3 action has played out. We don't need a big 3. The big 3 template is played out. It's now team. It's team. It's Big 10, Big 9, Big 8. That's how this is playing now. The Big 3 template is played out. See, let's look at Phoenix. Let me ask y'all a question. Thank you, 21, for you can be talking with his bum. Yo, let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all think, by the way, it looks like Mo Wagner is slightly ahead of, after 214 votes, Mo Wagner is slightly ahead of Jonas for the replacement. Let me ask you a question. How many of you all think Phoenix is going to win the championship in this coming season? How many of you all think that Phoenix Suns are going to win the championship this coming season? Do you think they're a favorite to come out of the West? Phoenix. That's a big 3, right? That's a big 3. Now, look, why do you think they're going to be playing rookies this year? Okay, look, why do you think? So they're putting between Kevin Durant, who hasn't won anything aside when he played with 3 Hall of Famers. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, who's legit, right? And then Anthony Ambulance School professor, otherwise known as, what is his name? Oh, God. The Anthony Ambulance School professor, I forgot his name. What's Bill? That's right. Bradley Bill. So they're putting like, I think it's at least $100 million a year into these 3 guys, right? Maybe like 120. So now you ain't got money for nobody else. That's why they drafted Dunn. Dunn is going to get plenty of time. He's going to get playing time. And so is Oso Iguodala. They're both going to play because you're paying all your money to 3 guys. So you got to get minimum contracts to fill in the roster. Okay, you got to. Wait, Royce O'Neal, did Royce O'Neal re-sign with them? I think he did. That's why you got to keep Royce O'Neal, because if you don't, you screw. You ain't got nothing. You got nothing. Okay, you got nothing. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm telling y'all the big 3 template is played out. Stop looking at big 3. That's not the deal no more. Big 3 is played out. It's played out. It's not about big 3 no more. Okay, no more big 3. Royce O'Neal signed with who? Phoenix. Yeah, you better keep Royce O'Neal. And $44 million is $10 million a year, $11 million a year for 4 years. You better keep him. He's there after their big 3. He's the most important player. And so these 2 rookies they got, Dunn and Oso, bet they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing. Now, look. So you're trying to get to the championship with 2 rookies in your rotation. See, that's always a bad sign. You're trying to get to the chip, against Minnesota, against OKC, who just got better with Alex Caruso, and you're trying to get to the chip, and you got 3 rookies in your rotation. Yeah. Mobb Deep is life. Thank you for the $2. Big 3 is dead. Mobb Deep is life. Forget the big 3. That's out. Big 3 is out. Okay, that's not happening. Okay, not happening. And when I say big 3, it's guys that you went and got off the free agent market, right? So the only big 3 really that has won like that is LeBron's teams. LeBron teams have done that. Well, they're just exploring their options, Magnata. They're exploring their options, seeing what they got, seeing if a lot of teams would like Jericho Sims. That's what I'm telling you. If they keep him, he also said in that same paragraph that they really like him and he could be a backup. They really like Jericho and he could be a backup. I think if they keep Jericho Sims and they let Hartenstein walk, Jericho's going to end up starting. No, they're not moving Chet Holmgren. No. See, that's what I'm saying. No, Marlon, they're not going to move Chet Holmgren. No. If they got Hartenstein, then they would probably be starting Chet Holmgren at the 4. But he's not going anywhere. Number 1 pick, man. He's not going nowhere. Sims can't score. Okay, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. They would have a conundrum because you got Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, and you got SGA. And then you got Chet. I don't know where Hartenstein would fit. It doesn't. OKC never made sense to me. Orlando makes sense. Orlando makes all the sense in the world. Okay? Orlando makes all the sense in the world to me. I can see Orlando. And is Nick Richards available? Y'all yelling Nick Richards. Is he available? Let me see. Is he a free agent? Nick Richards? Let me see. Please don't do that. Don't just throw names out there. You don't even know the hell the guy's available. Please. Let me just see. Is he available? And they got Rashawn Holmes here. Rashawn Holmes ain't available no more. No, Nick Richards is not on this list. What are y'all bringing up Nick Richards for? He's not available. Now, if you're going to get Andre Jones, you might as well call back Enes Kanter. Yeah, but D-Nice 77. Would you bring Lou Dort off the bench? All NBA defense this year? No. No, he was all NBA defense. You can't bring him off the bench. Sweetie. I think it's Orlando that's looking at Hartenstein. And I think you're going to see a press conference by Wednesday or Thursday introducing him as their new starting center. I'm hoping when that happens, the Knicks get it's good for Hartenstein. The Knicks get Mo Wagner. All right. Kevin Love's returning to Miami. Watch, he's going to return to Miami. Yeah, I mean, Ihart's looking to start. He's not looking to back up Chet Holmgren. And then, yeah, I'm just wondering why. See, Amir, you can't, numerous articles are full of crap mostly. 90% of them are full of crap. You must assume all articles that you read are BS until they prove otherwise. And every summer, the same cast of BS characters comes forth. Same ones. NBA Central, Blowhard, or Hard Blow, whatever that boy name is. They are same cast of characters come out every summer with the same BS. So you can't believe most of it. But I don't know if Charlotte, I don't think Richards is available. I wish if he was, that's not a bad, he is definitely a roughneck. Richards is definitely a roughneck. I agree with you on that front, but I just don't. He's not a free agent, so I'm not sure. Would there be a sign and trade involved? I don't know. No, K-Dub, Mitch Robinson is not being traded. See, you see what I mean? Y'all come in here, and I could tell. It's like one day, my brother came in the house at 10 o'clock in the morning smelling like beer. And I said, man, you've been drinking beer. No, I'm not. He smells like beer. You know he's been drinking beer, right? Some of y'all come in here like you got crack on your breath. Like you've been reading these articles and you're just like, oh, he might get traded. Why? Because some knucklehead told you that on NBA Central? Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all walking in here half high talking about they gonna trade dudes. Oh my God, they might trade Mitchell Robinson. Oh, Julius is on the trade block. Oh my God, man. Oh gosh. Oh man, we got some real winners here, though. Oh my gosh, man, that's what I'm saying. No, I think they're not going to re-sign Randle. They might as well trade him this summer. Maybe we can get PG-13 for Randle. Oh gosh, man. Oh, Gumby, you ain't heard the half of it. $21.89, $2. Thank you, man. It's like the cokehead, bro. That's right. Exactly. Or it's like Halle Berry and what is it? Jungle Fever. Halle Berry and Samuel Jackson in Jungle Fever. Oh my gosh. All right, Glenn Fry. I like Mo Wagner, but see, don't get carried away, okay? Let's not get carried away. The guy's really solid. I like him. He's my top pick to, replace Hartenstein. But come on, let's not get carried away with him, okay? But one thing I will say, if Tom Thibodeau got Mo Wagner, well, see, I can't say that either. But I'm saying is because Jamal did a great job down there in Orlando. They play some freaking defense down there in Orlando. And Tim Mosley, he's done a great job, man. But put Mo Wagner as the starting center in the Knicks, you're going to have Isaiah Hartenstein again. You could put Mo Wagner as the starting center in the Knicks, and you got Hartenstein again. You got it. There he is again. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, I don't know about that, Gumby. That's not true either. They got shooters. Pablo Banchero is that guy. Come on, man. He's 3 levels. And so is Jalen, the point guard. He's another one. Man, don't play with them. And so is Franz Wagner. No, I don't catch. I watched them cats live. I was there. Them cats are bad boys, man. Them cats are bad boys. Okay, all of them. All of them are some bad boys, man. They could ball. Suggs, they could shoot. All of them are bad boys, man. Don't. They just young. That's all. They just young. Orlando's very young. They're a year ahead where they're supposed to be. Mike K. They're going at Mike K. They should hire you as a GM. Shoot. Let me make a call to the Knicks front office and said, I got a guy that can solve all your problems. You know what he proposed? He said, Mitch Rob Deuce and 3 number ones and 2 swaps for Paul George. Done deal. Done deal. Yeah, man. Wait, do I got a pipe? Wait, where's my pipe at? He's just joking. Mike been joking all day. He's just joking, man. Oh gosh, man. Mike just joking. He always joking, man. 2189. Thanks for the finals. Every offseason in the World Wide Web, some son of a bee got them cheeseburgers, man. Oh gosh, man. 2189. Oh gosh. Man, yo, Mike, you really helped. You were the star today, Mike. You are. I gotta get Mike K. You the star today, baby. I'm gonna give you the fickle finger of fate. You got it. You got it, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, he did? 3 years, 15, you say, Mike Everhart? Man, that okay. Daggone. Did he really? Where'd you get that, Mike? Was that from us? That sounds like a Shams thing. Is that Shams? Or is it Adrian? Who's that? Dang. They already signing, man. Shoot. See what I'm saying? They start signing quick. But Pat Will got $90 million. Slightly lower than expected. Huh, Russell was slightly lower. Shoot. Slightly lower. They go by their revenues. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. We're doing a lot of work to try to keep this brother, man. I know that Don doing a lot of work to try to keep him. No, Vanderpool, it's been funny, man. I'm telling you. Trade, this is the solving of the problem. Trade 2 rotational players that, you're 1 game from the Eastern Conference. Trade 2 of your rotational pieces, and that solves the problem. It's amazing. Oh, gosh, man. Shoot. They're going. It looks like it's close between Mo Wagner and Jonas Valanciunas, 35% to 33%. They're ahead of everybody else. So Amir, it's against the rules. You can't sign and trade Isaiah Hartenstein. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I know, right, Alfonso, right? You and Gumby got good. You guys got good points today. Shoot. Oh man. All right, y'all. So, hey, listen. Let me go get me something to eat before this thing starts. Are they putting? Do y'all know? Is it going to be on ESPN Live? I think it probably is, right? They're going to put it on ESPN Live, right? The free agency when it begins at 6. I'm pretty sure they probably will. Clay's probably going to Dallas. I think Clay's going to Dallas. I just get that feeling he's going to Dallas. I would love to get Wagner. I'm telling you, I ain't going to front. I'll be honest, I wouldn't even cry about losing Hartenstein. If we got Mo Wagner, because to me, it's a lateral move. Mo Wagner's probably a year behind Hartenstein as far as development. He's probably a year behind. Give me him, please. I will take him in a minute. Shoot. Take him in a minute. But listen, y'all enjoy the rest of this. Sunday. We're going to talk about the results of today's action tomorrow morning. No, Ryan Dunn was not a smokescreen. Phoenix picked him, and they were intent on getting him. And the Don saw that and just said, okay, I'm backing off. See, the Don's not going to go crazy over some rookie in this class. This class 2 weeks to be worried about trying to trade up or get some. The Phoenix and Denver had this all worked out, man. They had it all worked out. So he was going to Phoenix, and my man, Deron Holmes, was going to Denver. That was set, so it is what it is, man. But the Don ain't going to make no, that young kid they did pick. I got to give it to him. I hadn't even heard of this boy. But since then, I've looked at him, and 2 years from now, that boy, they got something, man. This Picone kid, I give him an 80% chance of being good in the league, making the league and being good. 80% chance. I think he's really, unless hopefully he doesn't get hurt, but I think he's going to be good. I think Orlando will be introducing Isaiah Hartenstein as their newest member this week. But y'all, please, Lonnie, you insist to take care of yourself. Y'all really be safe out there. Let me go get me something to eat. Thank you all for all of the love and the participation. We greatly appreciate the love that y'all put forth to us, man. I don't even deserve half the love y'all be giving, and I'm really serious, and I want to thank y'all for that. And the joy y'all give me, just making me laugh. Today, Mike K was the guy. I got to give it to you, Mike. You put a smile on my face today, man. We had 2 cats coming in here trying to hit the third rail, and you didn't even come. I mean, I was real cool, man, because you was making me laugh. It was good. All right, good night, Coach Hauser, Miss Stevenson, Michael Drake, AP, 2189, my man Omar Yashamar. You see our boy got 60 million today? Asking for a piece. Y'all, I'll talk to y'all soon. Shalom.